So, hello everyone. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Welcome back if you love me. I love you too. We are here for August energies. All right. For those of you unfamiliar with the channel, I do guidance in a separate video called Ophiuchus that is upcoming. So make sure you hit the subscribe bell and all notifications so that you don't miss it. All right. This is for Gemini. So for the most accurate message, please apply it to the house in which Gemini rules for you. Keep in mind, you may also have other placements outside of just your sun sign, so make sure to keep an eye out for those as well, right? Watching your moon, your rising, or other significant placements that you may have, especially to the houses in which they pertain. All right, and you'll get a nice complete message for your August energy. All right, with that said, I'm using the Prism Tarot today for you guys, and we're going to get right into the message. So, Spirit, please. What insight can you give Gemini and energy, Gemini placements for August, or whatever divine time they end up catching this? Time works in a spiral, it's fluid, and if you're catching this in divine time at a later date, it is likely because there is a message in here for you, right? You wouldn't have been guided to it for no reason. So what is going on at this divine time for Gemini and energy, please? We have the Seven of Gems, which is achievement. What else? Ooh. Temperance in reverse. Seven of Clouds in reverse. And the Ace of Clouds in reverse. Give me one more. I'm going to get some clarities. The Chariot. Alright, so we have Sagittarian and Cancerian energy. Temperance in reverse. You can consider it opposite. Might even be your own energy gem. Alright, clarities. Spirit. Clarities, please, for Gemini in this divine time. We've got the Fool, Arian energy, Uranian energy. We've got the Nine of Lightning and the Apprentice of Lightning. We've also got the Apprentice of Gems. And the Novice of Gems. Bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Top of the deck, we have the Moon. All right, Gem. Cycles and shadow work. Gem, I will say this, especially if you have strong or significant Piscean energy, or if you have a strong or significant Jupiter placement, especially if you have Jupiter in Gemini, or you are dealing with someone who does. Okay, if you're dealing with someone who does, strong Pisces and or strong Jupiter in Gemini, right? Might even be particular if you have a Gemini moon or Gemini nodes, right? Because the lunar nodes, you could have them in Gemini as well. It would be really significant considering the South node is now trining your sign. Okay. Gem, I'm feeling as if... how do I put this? If you haven't learned it, you are doomed to repeat it, right? The past tends to repeat itself. If you didn't learn it the first time, you are doomed to repeat the lesson. With that being said, I would really focus on old belief systems with the Pisces energy, old belief systems that you have not cycled through and shifted, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is all about shift. It's all about change, right? It's all about moving forward. A wheel is a wheel. It's forward momentum. Like, you really don't want to go backward. You don't want to reverse. You don't want to end up stuck in an old cycle. It's never fun, right? It's never fun. So for the month of August, if you feel like you're in a twilight zone repeating something, it's because you didn't learn something you were meant to learn in the previous cycles or previous relationship dynamics, right? Or previous living situations or previous working environments, right? With different archetypes of people, right? There are something you didn't learn. You haven't grown, matured, or evolved in a certain area. Okay, it doesn't have to be every area of your life and every relationship, but there is something that you have not quite elevated in yet, with that being the overall energy. So if we get into the cards here, we start with the Seven of Gems, achievement clarified by the Fool. So if you have, Gemini, reached some kind of pinnacle going into the month of August, that you've achieved something, trust its stability and that you can move forward with it. All right, trust that you can bank on this at some point reaping some kind of harvest, right? Just because it hasn't reached full potential yet with the Seven of Gems doesn't mean it won't if you take a leap of faith and either try to improve it or expand it in some way, right? Strengthen yourself in it. If you work for yourself, this might be a great time to just raise your prices a little bit, right? Or invest a little to get a little back, right? Because scared money don't make money, right? So, going into August, you might have something that's really solid that you can definitely move forward with. Now, with Temperance coming in the reverse with the Nine of Lightning, just breathe and resilience, you might be in full momentum, go, go, go mode and not really have a chance to sit and relax. Okay, this could easily wear you thin if you are trying to do too much. Okay, if you're doing too much, you might want to ask, I'm hearing, my throat just completely closed up. The person you might need to ask might be the person you don't want to ask for help. Okay, if you already have other people helping you in a certain way, they may or may not be able to take on more. They might not be able to take on more, but I guarantee you there is one person that should probably be helping you more and isn't. Okay? One person that should probably be helping you more and isn't. And that might have a lot to do with what these cycles are, right? Because we also have this Seven of Clouds energy that is the Seven of Swords. It's in the reverse and it comes out with the Apprentice of Lightning. I think that you know dang right well that whatever the energy thief is, like scarcity mentality or not enough, right? Not enough time, not enough energy, not enough this, not enough that. I think it's kind of putting a fire under you with this Apprentice of Lightning to ask the hard questions you don't want to ask, because at the end of the day, you can't draw blood from a stone, right? You can't pull more energy out of an empty energetic vessel, right? You can't pull more energy out of yourself if you don't have it. You can't pull more energy out of others that are already helping you, and expect them not to crash and burn. You can't ask for more than some people are already giving. And if some people can give more, then those are the ones that you need to ask, right? Even if they throw a fit or whatever. With the Ace of Clouds in the reverse, and the Apprentice of Gems efficiency, you might be out of ideas as far as becoming more efficient, right? You might be completely out of ideas, with the Chariot being momentum after that, and skill development with the Novice of Gems. If you can't, put more time in the day and you can't sleep extra hours or drink any more Red Bulls or Monster drinks or Reigns or whatever it is that you drink, extra caffeine to stay moving, I really think that if someone's not willing to help you and they can help you, they're able to help you, and they're just choosing not to, or they're giving you a hard time about it, I think you might want to seriously reevaluate their position in your life and how much importance you give them, or how much consideration or energy you invest in that direction, right? Because if you need more of their help and they're not willing to do it, then whatever they really need your help doing for them, you really can't be willing to do it. You know, a great example would be like, maybe you're running a business from home, maybe you have a partner, maybe you have kids, maybe your kids have been helping you with what you've got going on at home, but maybe your partner's not. And maybe your partner can. You know, maybe they can donate an extra hour to help you out. Maybe they can do this for you so that you don't have to, right? Maybe they can do the laundry once in a while and take it off your plate, right? And they're not. Like, that's your responsibility. That's your job, because they're doing whatever, and they can truly take the time to do it. They just don't want to, and they're putting it on you, and it's overwhelming, overburdening, and it's not fair, right? So, you know, if you can't ask any more of your kids because they're just kids, and you can't ask any more from yourself because you'll be dead on your feet, then you really need to have that conversation with your partner. And if your partner's not willing, then don't do their laundry. See how they like it. Well, I'm sorry, hon. I only had time to do my laundry. I only had time to do what was necessary. Your clothes weren't a priority to me. If they're a priority to you, you should do your laundry. You know, like, and I hate to be like that because it sounds petty, but it's the fucking truth. You know, like, if you don't have time to do the dishes and get the dishes done, well, babe, I guess we're ordering out for dinner because I don't have anything to cook on, and I can't do dishes and do, you know, the at-home job and whatever else, too. I guess we're ordering out. And they might be paying for it. It's like, well, if you don't want to pay for takeout, well, maybe you can do the dishes. If you do the dishes, I'll cook. But otherwise, I'm busy. I don't have time to do the dishes. If you want me to cook, you can go clean them. I'll cook if you clean them. Right? And kind of demand with your own choices for them to change because you're changing. You're not going to be hard on yourself because you can't get to everything. You're going to prioritize. Right? Especially if what you're doing is prioritizing money and energy. Because of all of these cards, there's no water. There's no cups here. The only water is the moon in that shadow work. Okay? There is no other water here. What you care about is your mental state. The truth of the matter, which is difficult right now because I don't feel like whoever you're dealing with wants to hear the truth. That you need more help, right? But there's no water here. Your emotions aren't even in it. You might be having a hard time keeping your emotions in the situation, caring about the situation or the people that you're dealing with because you're worn out. Right? Gemini might be burnt out or on the verge of it in August. So keep it in mind. Please, Gem. Like, do not overburden yourself. Ask for help. And if someone is unwilling to help you, do not put yourself out for them. Prioritize yourself. If they're not willing to prioritize you, then someone has to, right? It might just have to be you. If no one else is prioritizing you, then you got to prioritize you. All right, Gem, make sure to drop that like button, leave a comment, and share it out with your other Gemini placement friends for two reasons. One, it definitely helps me in the channel, which I greatly appreciate. I love seeing the channel grow. But it also gives you an opportunity for bonus readings. As per August, it will give you bonus readings in October, right? All of the August stats will decide who gets extra readings in October. So make sure to hit that like button if you haven't, and subscribe, hit the bell so that you don't miss Ophiuchus Say, and I will catch you there. Bye, Gem.